On the day of my accident, I was playing shopping. I was here as a 2-year-old child, playing with the steering wheel, the lights, the horn, whatever it may be.
She was just got in and pretended she was driving.
And I decided that I'd lock the doors. Then I got the wonderful idea that I'd take out the cigarette lighter and I dropped it on the seat.
I was looking out the window and I seen the car looked a bit odd.
When the car set on fire, the roof material actually fell down on top of me, and I covered my face with my hands to save my eyes.
So I ran in and got a chair and I ran out, broke the window.
My mother couldn't actually recognise me as a human being. That's how changed my body was.
What was going through my mind was, is my little baby going to die now in my arms?
I'm Kellie O'Farrell. I've grown up on a farm in Ireland with my dad, my brothers, my mum and my little dog Susie. We're a close family and I've always felt loved and protected here. But everything's about to change. I'm leaving the safety of my home behind to start a new life. A life all on my own, in London. Following the accident, I needed years and years of treatment. That's a bit weird, isn't it? My mother became my nurse.
This is what you had to wear for 2 years.
A pressure garment is solely to flatten the skin after burns and after skin grafts. And that's why I wore them. Because if I didn't wear the pressure garments, you'd see all the joining marks on my face.
Yeah.
You can see none of them at all.
Rather than having to drive Kellie or to have Kellie to go up every day to Dublin, it was better that I started doing her dressings here in the house, because it would have worn Kellie out, it would have worn everybody out.
But I think that just shows, when we're talking here, I was the one that got burned, but it wasn't just my issue, it affects everyone. You forgot about your own life completely.
Kellie,
and you spent your time just nursing me better.
Kellie, you were my daughter.
I know, but you...
That is a mother's role, to look after their children as best they can.
But it wasn't for 1 year, it was for years.
Yeah, but I had my health to do it and I was quite happy. I was quite happy to do it for you, Kellie.
I am sorry to have put you through
Kellie,
what I did,
that.
you know.
I
do think about how much hassle I was to rear.
You weren't in hassle, it was just a little bit different.
But it must have been so boring and agonising on you.
It used to make me so happy to see you improving all the time. And that was enough for me, Kellie. You know, that's enough for a mother.
Yeah. After the fire, I was taken to the Children's Hospital in Dublin. It became my second home. There used to be a fish tank through here. Today I'm back to have one last look around before I leave for London. I remember walking along these corridors and putting my hands on these blue railings, but I was so small that I used to have to put up my hand to feel them, and now I have to put down my hand. It's like I have to bend down. Mr. Naidu performed most of the surgery that put me back together after my accident.
The whole of the face, except the eyelids, is burnt and dead. So we have removed that and grafted with a thin skin graft, all the face in one stage.
And my fingers, would some at the tops of my fingers have just been gone, or would they still be there?
They were actually burnt out.
Burnt out, so they're just gone.
Because you lost nails and nail beds are also burnt out.
Nail bed.
This hand is most severely affected. One bone is missing, this joint is okay. Everything is missing here, the little finger.
Yes. And I have one nail.
Yeah, one nail. Out of the 5, there is only one nail.
One nail.
Her hands were like spades. They're just in a straight position. Your joints were not bending that
They
time.
were fused.
Yeah. So she learned how to hold small things, knife, fork, everything.
I remember it was so unusual that I was able to dress my Barbies, I was able to draw a picture, I was able to use a knife to eat. If I couldn't drive and eat and write and dress myself,
Yes.
I would be a lot more worried than I would be about my face.
That's the biggest achievement, I would say.
When I saw Kellie first, I didn't think she was badly burnt. To look at her the first couple of days, you wouldn't think it, so you wouldn't care if she was badly burnt. But after 3 or 4 days, you would know it then. You'd see the full...
Well, her face went black.
Black, yes. If you ever heard of anybody praying, I said more prayers than I'd say half the priests in Ireland ever said at them times. I'd say I did, that she'd live and that... I had 2 to worry about. I had Kellie to worry about and Karen. You're worried about your child, you're worried about your wife, and you have another child at home and you're worried about him, and you don't know what to say or you don't know where to turn. But I suppose the only one person I could turn to was God. It was the only one I could see that could help me out with it.
I think as a child you don't question medical treatment, you just go through it and it becomes normal, and if you have a strong family it's that much easier, as I had, and a child plays and adjusts and a child can be happy even though they're in pain.
Sometimes I dream that when I'd wake up that Kellie would be perfect and that it was only a dream, and I was so relieved. When I wake up now, I'm going to be so relieved that her accident was only a dream. But then I'd wake up and I'd realise that that nightmare actually did happen. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, I understand that, yeah.
Every time I was in hospital, I would visit the church a few times throughout my stay. My mother would of course come to Mass on Sundays here because she'd stay in the parents' accommodation, and I always remember thinking, my name could have been in that book, because I remember my mother used to stop at it and she might say a prayer, and I always remember her telling me, Kellie, the kids in this book, they died and you didn't, you're very lucky. They've all gone to heaven and they're now with God and they're happy with their guardian angels. But I always remember thinking, my name could have been in one of those books. When I first came out of hospital, my mother didn't hide me away. She brought me out to our local village for everyone to see.
Kellie, long time no see.
I am,
What are you doing?
I need papers.
Buy the shop off me.
I will.
I'm here to sell.
Everything.
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 Make me a bargain I can't refuse.
I will. No, he's known me all my life. He has.
Much, yeah.
He has.
She was always outgoing. She was never timid, which I think again is a great credit to her family and her immediate family, that she was so outgoing. She was never afraid to show the scars.
I'm well known around Granard, very well known.
There was no sympathy ever
No,
for you
no.
in a mushy sort of way, if you know what I mean. And that sort of toughened you up to say, right, move on, keep going. Back there is history. History, confine it to the old books. Tomorrow is where you got to be.
Exactly, that's the only way to think.
It's the only way.
See ya.
Right, Kel.
Everyone in Granard always accepted me for how I looked. But when I left to start primary school, things got harder. Every game I was excluded from. Every game I was the one that was picked on to get the worst position or excluded. Every day someone said something to hurt my feelings. That's because I look different, and children don't understand how their actions are affecting the person. I'm looking towards my future.
That's a nice cardigan, Kellie.
Isn't it? Yeah.
So it's time to pack up my things and get ready for the big move.
It's
lovely
colour. I love the sleeves in it.
Yeah, it's lovely
Isn't it the shape that's it? Why don't you wear that?
I haven't had the opportunity.
Now go on.
Yeah,
I like to see you dressed up.
Seriously, when I dress up, and I know that sounds awfully big-headed off me, but I feel great when I'm like my outfit and say, oh, I do look well today, don't I?
Yeah.
Do you know? And I
like to hear that, Kellie.
yeah, but and I think I just have a slight shopping addiction.
I think a lot of women has.
The thing about a student, you have to buy sensibly when you're buying. I've seen lovely dressy wedges, but I said to myself, sure, where will I be able to wear them? So I went for casual ones.
Leaving the security of home behind isn't easy, but it's time to start making my own way in the world. So I've come to London to study for a master's degree.
And it's now the end of September and it actually has arrived. I'm here, just when you this is English soil. I'm feeling excited, really, really excited, because it feels like I can be anyone or anything. It's like I'm nobody, I've no identity here. I can be anyone. Like in Ireland, I was Kellie, the girl that was in the accident, and I was under a certain amount of constraints because everybody knew who I was. But here, it's like I can be anyone and anything and not have to act or be any way at all. It's very, 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 very daunting at the same time. So here it goes. Of course, my dad has rang me 3 times since I've exited the plane. I'd say they're actually probably sadder than I am. I really do. I'd say they're probably really lonely tonight, thinking, oh God, there's our little girl gone out into the world. Stop shopping.
I'll be living in Lewisham, southeast London.
This is my new room. That's a very small wardrobe. I'm nearly bigger than that wardrobe. Okay, that's how small that is. But it'll do the job. But you know, it's a roof over my head, and it's a short distance to the college, and what more could you want? It's not home. Yeah, it surely isn't home.
I've been to London before, but never dreamt I'd be living here on my own. The city's huge and completely crazy.
They're everywhere. Because I've come from my happy family, you know, my nice friends, my happy life in Ireland, you know, going around, doing well, doing this, that and the other, you know, happiness. And now I'm in London, it's very strange, very new. Like, I would be lying if I didn't say I'm not terrified.
I'm studying at Goldsmiths College, and it's Freshers' Week. This is my first chance to meet the other students. I'm Kellie, by the way. Lovely to meet you. Hello. So what do you do anyway? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, no, thank you. I'm Kellie, by the way.
Hello, nice to meet you.
What's your name?
I'm Leah.
Leah.
Saz.
Hey. Oh, good name. Huh? I feel like I'm really, really trying to push myself to be really friendly and communicate with people and get to know them, and obviously that is harder because I have a disfigurement, so automatically people are going to be that little bit shyer of me. Like, it's not easy what I'm doing. It's not easy going in, you know, hello, I'm Kellie, being really, really kind of jolly and outgoing. It's a skill I've had to perfect over time. I'm Kellie, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Will.
Will?
I'm Paddy.
Paddy.
We can connect, why not?
We can. Even though I'm surrounded by thousands of people here,
I don't really know anyone, but I think it's going to take time. Like, it's not going to happen overnight. I love the meeting, lady. Thank you. Bye.
Because I look the way I do, feeling different from people my own age is something I've known all my life.
I've always felt that I've never meshed in with young people's way of thinking. I've never had this flimsy youngness, I don't think, really. At times I felt I couldn't connect with people. Sometimes at 22 I feel like I shouldn't have had the experiences that I have, that I have an insight to life that's probably too much for my age. I feel like I've lived for 40 years rather than 22 years, and sometimes I feel old.
Let me just keep on going through who's doing what. So, cameras.
I'm studying journalism, and today I'll be given my first assignment. I'm making a news piece about the student protest. My classmate David is the reporter. I'm finally doing what I've always wanted to do, and I'm desperate for it to go well.
Okay,
Focus me.
go ahead. Oh,
No, you haven't even got the top of my head.
because you moved the
Right.
camera.
Okay.
Now, don't move it again, David.
Right, the protesters moved down beside the LSE now. We've got quite a big turnout. No police as of yet, but we're hoping that it'll go fairly. No. Okay, you can leave it at that. Just a bit crass, isn't it? We've got quite a lot of police, but no trouble really, and that's about it really. No.
You're going to
Try
have
that
to
again.
talk louder, David.
Well, what am I supposed to do? What do you want me to do? Like, I can't shove I can't eat the thing, can I?
Oh, God.
Kelly,
Yeah?
you're supposed to be holding the top of the camera in case it falls off.
But I can't.
Seriously, safety is the number one thing, like, and
No,
you just
but-
keep ignoring it.
Well, then you lift it so.
Well, Well, you should have just asked. Like, I'm whining, but I did a production safety course, and it's really worthwhile remembering all of this stuff.
Obviously, I've never done camera work before, so I wasn't really technically know what I was doing. I was just going with it and seeing what worked.
I have intervened a few times, but I mean, it's just purely for safety. It's, it's not an expression of a lack of confidence or anything like that,
When you're with someone that's more experienced than you, like they're picking on your flaws constantly, so that got very frustrating at times.
I would say that she's very good with people. People respond very well to her. If she has a weakness, it's a lack of confidence, but that'll improve with time.
Back at the university, I'm becoming friendly with some of the girls in my course. They're from all over the world, and it's great getting to know them.
My mom, my grandma, my aunt, all
Really?
of them have their eyes tattooed.
I'd be
So
like,
they just
"Ooh."
get up in the morning and they have makeup already.
I don't think I'd get a tattoo anyway. Would you get tattoos?
No.
You probably have tattoos, do you?
No, I don't. Why you have tattoos?
Yeah. And but like,
Yeah, sorry.
because you're all naturally good-looking girls, do you use your looks to help you get on or achieve something? Do you find your looks help?
I don't want to lie saying that looks are not important. They are. We live in a society that wants to see beautiful stuff.
Actually, I don't think about it, but when you get to see people that are disabled or different, and you take a chance and think about it, and you maybe think, if that happened to you, what would you do? I think obviously it would be, devastating because it's not normal.
Because it's strange, none of you ever asked me what happened to me. No one in the class have ever asked me what happened.
I didn't feel comfortable asking you about it. I still don't feel comfortable asking you. But
Yeah.
I did know you were. I never met anyone else who has been
No.
a burn victim or has. I don't think I've ever met anyone who has been actually disabled. I felt extremely ashamed of myself.
Why?
I remember I had some skin problems and I was making such a big problem out of it. And I was so depressed and I was almost, I didn't want to go out because of that. And I was putting all that makeup and stuff. And then I met you and I had a moment when I said, oh my God. I mean, just surviving, like moving on. Because if I were you, I don't think I would move on, ever.
For me, spots were never a priority, so I never thought about them. For me, a spot is a very small thing. I'm sorry, okay? It'll go away, clean your face and it'll heal.
I mean, depends from person to person.
When someone tells me that they'd find it very hard to live like me looking the way I do, I kind of think you automatically think it's bad. Like, because, okay, yes, living with burns or disfigurement is very, very hard, okay? There's no point lying about it. It's hard. But just because it's hard doesn't mean it's bad or horrible or sad.
Someone who really gets that is my old friend Bex. She was born with Cruzan syndrome, and we met through a charity for people with disfigurements. We hit it off straight away.
Do you see like how big her boobs were?
Like 2 big bowling balls.
Yeah, she looked fine before she had any of that done.
Yeah, she was a pretty girl. I don't know why she was getting all that
pretty
done.
natural, normal.
If you're going to have those big balloons put into you, you need a bit of curves to kind of mismatch it all.
It looks all so wrong. The last 22 years of my life, I've been in and out of hospital trying to correct my face, and no matter how many operations I have, people still stare at me.
It's so enraging that we can't just be accepted as who we are.
You just walk out the front door and there's like someone gawping at you. You're like,
walking in face.
Seriously?
Yeah. What? Have I something stuck in my head? You know?
As well as the staring though, they shout things at you as well.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Like all those really bad words, which aren't very nice. It's very upsetting, and the way they say it with that sort of angry voice. They say things like, "Oh, you shouldn't have been born" and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you think, "Jeez, that's really harsh."
Or then when they use the word freak and stuff,
Yeah,
that's really mean. That's not like I have never in my entire life jeered at someone.
I sort of just stare at them back, really hard back, and then they get a bit all.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you did a vicious stare, do you?
No, I don't do vicious. I just sort of go. I can't really do it until I'm in the situation.
You do it to me. I think we're
there we are. That's why we're still friends.
That man's really in the spirit. He's got a bandana.
Oh my goodness.
Oh dear. It just ain't working. I can't get it.
It's always next time.
It's always next time, exactly.
We're done.
We're done. We have to walk it. I'm sorry. It's coming up to the end of term, and today we have to produce a live studio show. But the weather's against us. Adrian is the director, David's the news editor, and I'm the presenter. I thought David was finding a guest for me to interview, but there's been a mix-up.
He's not there now. It's too late.
Okay, well we're going to have to run with the no clock
And your
interview.
guest couldn't come, obviously.
Well, the problem is that he doesn't know yet because of the transport problems.
I now desperately need to find my backup guest, or the whole show is ruined.
I'm wondering, are you still available for the interview? Because I know I was unsure. I didn't know with the weather if we were going to be able to do what we had planned to do or not. Around 2 o'clock, would that be okay, Father? Oh, I will. Oh, he's coming. I found him.
He's coming.
Philip, all is saved.
What's good? All is saved.
We found a priest.
All is going to be fine.
I never wanted a priest so much in all my life.
With my guest in place, we're ready to roll.
To which camera?
Look for the red light.
Goodbye to camera one.
Red light on.
What? That's camera one.
But it's all completely new to me, and I've got no idea what I'm doing.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
Not now, but say thank you very much. Now go back to Philip.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Thank you very much.
When I say yes, when I say go. Okay. Ready?
No, we don't have the script.
We have no script.
We have no script.
Are we ready, Adrian?
Okay, guys, we're gonna do it again from the beginning. Okay.
Now we're going to talk about a slightly different project. We have Father Brendan in the studio, but the Pope focuses on male prostitutes. Should this not be for everyone in this world as it affects both men and women?
I'm not sure of the exact context
measures?
in which the Pope was speaking.
Okay, thank you, Father, very much for coming into the studio. Now, something of a different nature.
Today is not my day.
Eileen, give me my wire. This could not possibly happen to anyone else. Oh my God.
You destroyed my set. Yeah, but it is.
I'm so annoyed. I was too rough on you, David. Sorry. I was coming in freaking, oh my God, it's all ruined.
I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah.
Who's going with you to film?
My first term has been harder than I'd hoped. Sometimes I feel a long way from home.
My mother would be very nervous of me walking in a dark area in the middle of London. My mother thinks that I can just get off the bus, put my key in the door and walk in my front door, which unfortunately in reality I can't.
London can be quite scary at this time of night.
Yes, darling. Eh? Yes, darling.
I have to make this 4-minute walk in this lonely street on my own. I don't have a choice. And it's frightening. Like, there's all these like hidden little areas and it's dark and quiet and I just don't like it at all. I don't like it at all.
I live with 6 other people, but there's often no one around when I get home. They all keep themselves to themselves, so it can feel quite lonely. I'm also having to get used to lots of house rules. There's cleaning rotas, laundry timetables, and all sorts of other instructions, which are really annoying. My new life here has been tougher than I'd imagined.
I didn't expect the workload to be this intense. I've had no social life since I've came to London, none, because I just don't have the time for social. Like, I don't have the time to go to a show, I don't have the time to go to the cinema, I don't have the time to go out.
And to make matters worse, I've had some devastating news.
One of the flatmates told me that when I first arrived, a particular couple in their house made a comment about my appearance, which wasn't nice. So they told me that in confidence yesterday, which I was really, really annoyed. I was thinking to myself, how dare you judge me before you know me? And that's what they did. They judged me on my face. I could have walked into them and said, you're a small man now. Oh God, isn't that so funny? But I didn't. I don't judge someone based on how they look. But it's nothing new to me. That's what it's like to live in my world. You're laughed at because of how you look, and that's not like since I was 2. Like it's not new to me in my life. That's the way it is.
Term's finally over, and it's time to head back to Ireland for Christmas. I'm desperate to get back to see my family.
Oh, lovely to see you, Kellie. You Jill. You look great. Got a new scarf. I didn't see that one before. No. Why aren't you in school?
I gave him the day off.
You gave him the day off to come off? Oh, home! I have arrived. I'm back. The prodigal child is back. How is my little darling? A big dirty paw for me. That's lovely. What?
She looks sad while you're away, Kelly.
Mammy's cooking. 20 days and Mammy's cooking. Heaven. I just can't wait to sit down and eat.
So you like your course, Kelly?
Oh, I love it, love it.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
I missed your sparkle.
Aww.
So I did.
I'm heading out to find my dad. He's a farmer, and he spends every waking hour working on the farm.
Here's the man himself. Daddy. So how's the work going, Daddy?
All right.
Yeah?
Just checking the cattle now, that's all I'm
Checking the
doing, Kelly.
Oh. God, they got very big. Oh, they're all the feeding they're getting.
Yes. That's the one with the horn there that you own that you have to sell.
That one?
That one there, you'd be looking for a cash flow.
Oh, so that's my one.
That's your one there, the horns, all right. You're looking for a cash flow, you will.
Now, you eat lots and get really, really fat. Since I was about 9, Daddy brought up my first heifer on his shoulders when I was 9 as my birthday present. That was my first ever cattle I owned. And then from then on, she got sold to the factory and I got money and I gave him about not even quarter what I was meant to, and he just gives me another really big one in return.
Good business for her, but maybe
Good
not
business
for
for
me.
me.
That's not.
He bought me a lot of handbags and shoes.
But it keeps her going.
A lot of holidays.
It keeps her happy. So it is.
Oh, when I was small, I used to feed them late at night. A cow stuck its head out of the thing and licked me. So ever since then, I've been terrified of them. When you're a 3-year-old child and something like that sticks its head out at you and licks you, it scars you for life. Oh, it's good to be back. The smell. I actually miss this smell.
Yeah.
You never get this in London. All you hear is like fire engines, ambulances, police cars. Oh, people everywhere.
She'd marry a farmer, so if that's the case.
Marry a farmer. No, I don't know about that now. Could live with a farmer, I think.
You always said you would live in the city.
Always live in the city.
See that? So that came as no surprise to me.
I'm a city girl, am I?
You're a city girl. You like the life in the city, see, you know.
Yeah, I like.
You like shops beside, you know. You know. I'm the complete opposite to that. Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't drag you away from
I couldn't live in the city.
Oh, you couldn't live in the city. You couldn't survive in the city.
No, I wouldn't survive in the city. So.
One day in the year to go to Dublin is enough for him.
Yeah.
Even at that, he tried to run away from it.
I can understand it totally. Why Kelly likes to just get a chance to get on, to say chances in life. I mean, out here, farms, you don't get many chances out in the country. And Kelly knows that herself.
Being young, I want to live in a city where there's hustle and bustle, things going on, people doing everything, weird and wonderful, exciting madness. Not that I'm that crazy or anything, but I want to experience a bit of that life now.
Is it hard though? I mean, to not have her around?
It's hard, yes.
Oh, so you do miss me. You do, I know he does. Look. Oh, he really does miss me. Right, Dylan. See these birthday presents.
Dylan turned 11 in October. It's the first time I've not been here for his birthday.
You glad I'm back?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
missed you. I was looking all since I was in school. I was saying to everyone, "Oh, my sister's coming back." Because I was begging Mommy to get off school because I really wanted to come and see.
Oh,
see
thank you, Pet. I missed you too. You promise to come to London in the summer?
Definitely.
Definitely. We go to Legoland.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you, Legoland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's everything.
That's everything.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you've so much toys, Dylan.
I'm glad you're back.
Oh, I'm glad to see you too, Pet.
I just miss everything about you. You know?
Oh, Dylan,
Like when
I miss you too,
when I go
Pet.
into your room, so no one in there.
When you go into my room, there's no one in there.
No, and you're usually in there.
I'm usually in
Why
there.
you left?
Huh?
Yeah.
I had to go off to college, Dylan, though.
I know.
Finally. I really felt upset when Dylan told me he missed me and he wished I didn't go. That really hurt me because
Dylan's only 11, and I've gone now to London potentially for a few years, probably to work after my master's. So I don't want to be the sister that gets forgotten. I don't want to be the sister that my little brother, when he's an adult, says, yes, I have an older sister, but she left home when I was a child and I only see her once a year at Christmas. Because initially I'd promised Dylan I'll be home every month, and he would thought he'd see me 3 times before now, but he's only seen me once.
Look at this here, the day you came home from hospital, Kellie.
It was exactly 20 years ago that I first came home from hospital. So Mum's brought out the old family photo albums.
I took that a couple of days before Christmas.
Oh, I must have just come home.
Look at how red your face and hands was.
Very red. Got very thin and small and...
Yeah.
Tired.
But we were so happy
to
have you back. Look how cheeky she is there.
That could only have been taken weeks before the accident.
Yeah, that was just the summer before.
That was the summer of that 1990.
Yeah. You have a lovely smile in this one. It made your face, Kellie. It was the best feature of your face, was your smile.
Your smile. It's strange how I looked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, not
I
strange.
find myself looking at your fingers.
Perfect skin.
Your little red cheeks.
Yeah. Obviously, when I see a photograph of me before my accident, it is something that affects my emotions. I don't think I really understand the feeling I get. It's not a feeling of loss or grieving like Mum would have. I don't have that. It's more of a, oh God, I used to look like that, more than a grieving, because I don't remember me as a human being, only as a photograph.
Yeah.
So I don't grieve anything the way Mum would.
It really amazes me. You know, I sit back and think, oh, isn't she absolutely brilliant?
Oh God.
I could never be like Kellie. I would never ever have that much confidence.
No matter how confident I am, it can never be seen in this beauty-obsessed world as perfection. So when you had I had really clear, white, creamy skin, and then, well, now I have this, you know.
The holidays are over, so it's time to get back to reality.
Hello, how are you? How are you? I need to go to Lewisham. Yeah. Perfect, thank you.
I'm feeling, a bit lonely today and a bit miserable, really, that I've had to leave Ireland again. I think in time I will start enjoying maybe London life a little bit more, and it will start feeling a bit more home.
Now that I'm back in London, I'm determined to make my life here a success. I want to try new things. So I'm joining a dance class to get over my lifelong fear of dancing.
This is my first class, a tad bit nervous.
You'll be fine. Have you danced before?
After about 5 glasses of wine, yes.
Just jam. But it's a really nice crowd, really nice crowd.
I'm rubbish at dancing, so I've always avoided it. But this year, I want to challenge myself. So I'm swallowing my pride and giving it a go.
Confirm my suspicions. I am a terrible, terrible dancer. My legs are up when they're meant to be down. My arms are out here when they're meant to be crossed. It was like, oh my God. I'm better with books. I'm busted. I'm absolutely wrecked.
I really want London to feel more like home, so I'm throwing my first ever dinner party. The trouble is, I have no idea how to cook. I'm doing something that I have avoided to do like the plague for the last 22 years because I wasn't confident in my cookery skills. Oh, now I've hurt my finger, wonderful. See, this is why I don't enjoy cooking. It's bother. Plaster. Now things are starting to go wrong. I nicked the top of my finger with the knife. Tape it up well. Because my skin has such a thin little layer on it, if I literally do anything to harm my hands, it means surgery. My mother gets paranoid every time I use a sharp knife, in case I do anything to my hands. Oh my god, I'm running behind time! I still have to prepare my fish. Oh my god, it's 7. My first guests are already starting to arrive. Us Penny and Kat. Come on into my home and welcome. Are you? Well, I haven't had time to change yet. Pour yourself a glass here. My aim is to get you drunk and you won't know what you're drinking or eating.
God. Okay.
I'm just going to change. I'll be down in about 10 minutes and comb my hair. Oh wait, sorry, you check something. Now, it's all going to plan. Penny and Kat are on the same course as me. So were my other guests, Maria, Elisabetta, and Adrian.
Hello guys, how's it going?
Come on, cook!
I was kind of lost. You're going to find a way.
Okay, everyone's here, so it's time to serve.
Say that again.
Yes. I haven't tasted any of it as I was cooking it, so I hope it turns out okay.
It's quite nice. Good. It's very good.
Really good.
You haven't tasted the dessert yet? It's an Irish dessert.
Oh my god.
Like, the potatoes were the best.
Yeah.
Oh, you love the potatoes.
It's really nice, really.
I am so happy.
Don't worry, Kelly, I'm gonna finish all of that.
Go on, I know you will anyway. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think that my dinner has gone quite successful. I think they ate everything. But when I put the food down on the table and I was waiting for everybody to have their first bite, I was thinking, oh my god, please let it be okay. Because I forgot to taste any of it myself.
After all that wine, I find myself opening up.
I remember when I met you all, I was really kind of intimidated by everyone because they were so fantastic looking and also they had so much experience that I didn't have.
You're capable of doing everything as we are capable. So what's actually the difference?
Exactly.
It's just a face.
Sometimes I feel like I'm performing to be like really, really big and confident and everybody hear me. I have to make a statement. And sometimes like that gets really tiring.
I don't know if I would have been able to be where you are.
Kelly is a kind of lesson for everybody. But you still have a lot to learn and never panic.
Thank you everyone for coming to my home and eating my food. I hope you had a nice time. Oh,
I'll cook you a stew next time.
Today is my final exam, and I've been up since 5 to cram in some last-minute revision. I take exams rather differently than other people because while all my classmates are going to sit down and actually write their exam, I'm going to verbally speak my exam to a scribe. So literally someone else will type what I'm saying. If I had to write for 3.5 hours solid, my hand would probably seize in a writing position.
No matter how many exams I've done, it always goes through my mind, what if I fail?
My mother would cry if I failed an exam. Literally, she would. Oh, I forgot my rosary beads. I always keep them in my pocket. Because I have to talk during my exams, I take them separately from the others.
Hello mother, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done now, it started at 10.
Daddy said 3 rosaries. Oh, lucky enough. Because didn't I forget my beads and I didn't get to light my candle this morning. But I knew someone would be praying for me. But that's it, last exam ever now. That's it, never, ever, ever again, Mother, am I ever doing one. Ever, ever, ever again.
My exam lasted longer than my classmates, so they're already in the pub.
Hello, again.
I answered 50% of the first question, the 2 essays,
Yes.
and 50% of the second.
That's enough.
I'm gonna fail.
You won't, Adrian, you won't.
You won't fail.
One person failed in 5 years.
One person fails.
In 5 years.
We are going out tonight. So you come.
Of course.
I'm gonna take you to a really, really nice place.
Really?
It's gonna be really fun.
Adrian's taking us all out to a club in the West End to celebrate the exams being over. And he wastes no time getting us all on a dance floor.
London nightlife is absolutely crazy. I like a night out, it's normal. Just because I have burns doesn't mean that I'm going to, sit at home in my bedroom with my curtains closed and a little recluse. I quite happily like to go on a night out and dance the night away and have fun. I'm 22, what else would I do? I'm in London, for God's sake. Probably the most confusing issue ever, men. Oh, God, I'm better with exams. Now, I don't imagine that finding a partner is going to be easy. But at 22, I'm not looking for this big, serious relationship, boyfriend. I'm not looking for that. But in the future, I would like to marry and have children. But realistically, I need to find a man who will accept me for the person I am, accept my scars, accept my personality, accept my temper, accept everything about me. Finding that man? That could be a bit of a battle, but I'm sure there's some man out there for me somewhere, someday. Oh God, help him. Right now, I'm going to remain single and have more fun. I'm currently waiting for my mum, dad and brother to arrive because they're visiting me for the weekend and I haven't seen them since January and I can't wait. Actually, it's the first time they've visited me in the UK since I've left. Oh, you got a fancy case!
How are you? Yeah, well.
Hi, Daddy. Hello. Hi, Mummy. Hi. Well, Bowsy.
Kelly,
Yes, Dylan.
is Buckingham Palace far from here?
Oh yeah, it's a nice bit away from this area. It's kind of like
No,
the
but like from
opposite.
your flat.
Oh, Buckingham Palace is a long split away from where I live. Sorry, Dylan. Now, this is my home, which is under a bit of reconstruction right now, but home.
Very
That's your telly.
spacious. Somebody must be doing a bit of work here.
Yeah, one of them is doing up their bedroom or something.
All right.
Yeah. This is the bathroom. Now the bathroom is very black because it has all dampness.
All right.
I feel I've done my
Yeah.
stint in this house.
Yeah.
There's just kind of, the age gap now is pretty wide and
Yeah.
stuff, and it's kind of just now like a place to sleep. I think now it's time for me to kind of move on and find
Yeah.
something else.
Do try and find something else.
Yeah.
There's no point staying here if you're not happy.
Fantastic having mum and dad here just to spend the weekend with them and actually not have miles and miles and miles of sea between us. It's brilliant. No, I'm delighted to see them. My parents worry a lot, and I think it's nice for them to see my life and where I live and what I do every day. And that I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm happy.
You've done this before, Kellie?
No, I've never been on a clipper, no. This is like, people come to work on these.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly.
This is a lovely area. It feels kind of Irishy a little bit.
Yeah.
Just the way they're built.
Yeah. I feel that Kellie is now a complete adult. She doesn't need me anymore. Just
Oh, no, see, Mammy. No, don't say that.
you know, but there is a point in your life when you're a total adult and you know you move away from your parents and you make your own decisions. You no longer have to think, well, I have to ring my mother, ask my mother first. If I had known it was going to be like this when Kellie had her accident first, I wouldn't have shed as many tears.
Today, I'm moving house. I've not been happy here, so it's time for a change.
Like there's certain things that I'm just sick of dealing with now. I just can't abide a note on the wall. Take your crumbs out of the toaster when you finish. Things like that irritates me. If you have something to say it to the person's face. And just the way everything is set, you must do your laundry on this day and no other day. That is so annoying. I'm moving on. I do find when you're going to move into a house that you are meeting new people and you are kind of nearly selling yourself as a flatmate. And it's really weird. It's kind of like, what do I say? How do I act?
My new housemates, Amy and Sam, are helping me move in.
I'm quite sad that she's not the same size.
Yeah, fortunately.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
We put a welcome message on the fridge.
Welcome, Kellie. Aww, thank you guys.
And we like baking cakes a lot, so.
Ooh, I like eating cakes.
We can bake them, we could eat them. But you can have some fun and just like, go to some raves. We should go raving.
I should. Never been to a rave.
Have you not?
No, never been. You don't really have many raves in Ireland.
There's quite a few raves down here.
I really, really like the house. I just love the kind of feel of the house. It feels young, it feels hip, it feels like a home.
Initially we're a bit like, a bit of a surprise, but it was just within about 3 or 4 seconds of talking to her, you don't even notice.
Oh, and the flatmates are lovely. I really love them. They're so nice and so friendly.
So I think we're going to get on very, very well. Hopefully, anyway, she likes me.
I think this could be the missing link to my London experience so far, anyway. I think so.
It's been 3 weeks since I moved into my new home, and I couldn't be happier.
Haha, my first ever complete cupcake.
Let's see. Kellie, it's beautiful.
Amy's teaching me how to bake. I feel like I've been totally accepted here.
We all love her in this house. She's fitted in perfectly.
I've also been finding things out about myself.
I judged, rather than the other way around, I wrongly judged people in this house because when I met them all, they were lovely, they were so pretty, they were such nice characters. I said, they're not going to pick me. But it did really show me that I presumed someone would think negatively of me. And that was wrong of me because that's not necessarily always the case. And I think that just comes from a lifetime of being rejected so much by people.
I think it's almost your barrier, so it's harder for people to approach you easily.
Yeah.
But I don't think you realise you do it, but you do.
I need to stop protecting. I need to put down some of my brick walls and kind of let people into me. I need to be a little less guarded.
Yeah, you need to look into a room before you walk straight through it.
Rather than be like,
because people aren't always going to judge you and be mean or whatever. You're a beautiful girl, they might want to come and chat you up.
Doubt it, but you know.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
You've been a very good student today, I think.
I've thoroughly enjoyed my afternoon of cupcaking and icing them.
It's been 10 months since I left my home in Ireland, but it feels like a lifetime has passed.
It's not home. Yeah. It surely isn't home. We're everywhere.
Finding my own way in London hasn't always been easy. But I finally feel like I belong here. I am so happy.
How are you?
So I think I'll stick around for a while. Aww, thank you guys. I think I've officially cut the apron strings from my mother. I think I needed to just stand on my own 2 feet and not have anyone in the background to turn around and look at when things got hard. Just me on my own. I'm not frightened anymore about leaving something that feels so secure and going to a different place. It's just about pushing your way through and fighting forward and just kicking ass, basically.